Africans sure got a lot to say about American blacks. Bet. Africans don't dislike black Americans because we lost our culture. It's because deep down, y'all jealous.
Black Americans are right to be mad. They are.
Y'all ever wonder why Africans don't really like us? Well, I was married to an African. I remember
I think this is a conversation that needs to be had. So I was scrolling on TikTok the other day and I came across this boy video and he was basically saying, why don't Africans like black Americans?
Good morning. I am going to read a list of things that Africans have said in our comment section.
We got to talk about Africans, for real, because Africans asked a great question. What is black American culture?
Black American people need to stop identifying as African American. Yeah, I said it. We are
complete, total blackout on Africans. Period.
I just made a video this morning about...
First of all, I'm going to say thank you for commenting, and I will elaborate on this. You are not entirely wrong. I think we Africans need to use this opportunity and actually sit back and think of...
Basically, what I'm saying is all this rhetoric about black people being from Africa, black people...
To everybody that calls me Somali, I'm not fucking Somali. I'm not Somalian. I'm not from Africa. I don't identify with anything African. I am African.
Africans have rhythm, but they don't have soul. Black Americans provide the most value to the world because we're...
What's up, you guys? Welcome back again to my YouTube channel. It's Sonny and I'm back again with another mind-blowing video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about Black American versus Africans. Africans are actually coming out now to ask Black Americans, why is it that you guys do not like us? What have we done specially? What is our offense? You guys should actually come up and tell us so that we can own it up to our chest. And the good part of this video is a lot of Black Americans have also been able to come out to speak out on why they feel like Africans have actually offended them and why they see the great and huge need for them to be able to boycott Africans. And they are still saying a lot of things like, we are not Africans. We don't have anything relating to Africans. Anyways, guys, I will allow you guys to watch these videos and I will come back with commentaries and let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share.
Africans sure got a lot to say about American blacks. Bet. Africans don't dislike black Americans because we lost our culture. It's because deep down, y'all jealous. Y'all jealous that we the cultural engine. We created the music, the fashion, the slang that influences the whole world, buddy. Y'all really hate it didn't come from y'all, huh?
I think this is a conversation that needs to be had. So I was scrolling on TikTok the other day and I came across this boy video and he was basically saying, why don't Africans like black Americans? He was trying to talk to this African girl at his job, but she ignored him. But he did see that she was talking to the white people. So he got to wonder, why don't Africans like black people? Let me just go ahead and say, and let me be the one to say, it's not that Africans don't like black people. It's the other way around, sadly. Black people don't like Africans. And what do I mean by that, you ask? Because when making fun of Africans was a thing not too long ago, y'all had everything in the world to say about us. Y'all called us all types of names. We were called African booty scratchers. We were told that we climb trees. We sleep with lions and tigers. We walk barefooted. We don't have no shoes. We live in huts. We eat goat. Although we do eat goat. So all these stereotypes, so on, all these very different varieties of stereotypes that made us so uncomfortable that we started to hate ourselves. And it's so crazy because we were never spoken to like that by the white man. They never made us feel less than ourselves. I could never just understand the hatred because we're literally the same color. You're no better than me and we bleed the same. And then they say, I'm not African, I'm Black American. You be your own kind. Then you call them African American and they hate it. They don't want to be associated with Africans. So they say, I'm American or I'm Cherokee. They made it seem like being African was a crime. It was just recently that the Americans started showing love to Africans. And that's just because the celebrities started showing love first. So you know what that means. Everybody hopped on the bandwagon. It started from wearing dashikis to listen to African music to now eating African food. We're finally accepted in y'all eyes. So Africans never hated Black Americans. It was always Black Americans that hated Africans.
Black Americans are right to be mad. They are. You see, us immigrants, this country long enough, you should know that. The reason why we're here, the reason why we are allowed to be here is because of the work Black Americans did. Because of the sacrifices they did. Because all the fights they had to fight in order for us, for them, because they didn't do it for us. They did it for themselves, and it's right. But today we are enjoying the fruit of their labor. And we should not forget that. I'm an immigrant. And yes, in my community, or in the immigrant community, and nobody can say otherwise, is a lot of disrespect for African American. Being in this country, for the amount of time I have been here, if I act like I don't know that, it means that I'm willingly demeaning them. They are mad. And you know what immigrants should do right now? We should not be arguing with them. We should be quiet and listen. Many immigrant community call them lazy. They're not lazy. They even say they don't have a culture, and that's an insult. Of course they have a culture. Of course they do. In the music, in the food, in the way they live their life, in the way they dress. They have a culture, and by the way, a culture that is a leader in many ways. Our children in Africa dress like Black children. Children in Asia dress like Black children. Children in Latin America, in Europe. So please stop saying, and it's not only limited to clothing. It's in music, it's in history, it's in literature, it's in science. You're going to come to people's house and you want to look down at them? You want to disrespect them? No doubting the experience, no undermining the experience, no forgetting the accomplishments. To Black Americans, my brothers and sisters, I apologize. Without them, we will not be here. Without them, we will not have the opportunity we have here.
A lot of Black Americans have actually been able to also come out here to tell us one or two reasons why they feel like we are not brothers. Like, there was a particular video I was watching, and just in the comments, this American guy said, please do not call us brothers, refer to us as Black Americans. I feel like, personally, from my own point, a lot of African people has actually done something to actually trigger these Black Americans to say, no, enough is enough. We are boycotting. We don't even want to be identifying ourselves with you guys. But one thing I keep saying, and one thing I will continue to say, is be it black, white, green, no matter what the color is, we are still one. We'll continue to be one. That is one thing I know. But the thing is, if there is a lot of emotions that have been nurtured from these Black Americans with these Africans, I think, or I guess, it's going to be very, very difficult for Black Americans to actually still now accept or recognize Africans as their own brother country. Because initially, if I can recall very well, Black Americans usually refer to themselves as African Black Americans. But when they see that things started getting to another different level, they have to remove the African Black Americans to just African American, to Black Americans, which is, for me personally, my reasons is that I've been seeing in most of this clip that I've been playing is a lot of things have actually been lost. And if not until those things that have been lost or has been stored, be it emotionally, physically, is clearly fading off, we are still going to have this issue of saying we are one, we are the same. But the good part I love is a lot of Black Americans are also saying that no matter how you're trying to sugarcoat it, we are one. We are not just one because of matter of color. We just have something in common. Anyways, I will allow some of this clip roll out for you guys. What do you think, as someone that is watching? Drop me your opinion in the comment section. Why do you think Black Americans want Africans to boycott so easily, like without even looking back? I'll allow some of this clip roll out for you guys, and then I will come back with commentaries.
Black American people need to stop identifying as African American. Yeah, I said it. We are not African. That is the problem. That is why Africans feel so comfortable coming in and infiltrating black spaces like Essence Fest, because they think we all one and the same, one band, one sound. No, 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 no. We are natural born American citizens. We've been here for 4 or 5 centuries, 400 years plus, and we still not identifying as Americans? We're not Africans. That's why they come over here and they feel so comfortable with disrespecting us because they think they super Africans, right? And we the little peon Africans because they got the direct source of the motherland and they know where they come from and they roots and all that stuff. Of course you do. One generation ago, you got here yesterday. You are the true African American Africans. Y'all come here from Ghana, from Senegal, from wherever, Ethiopia, whatever. Y'all come here and you get your citizenship or plant your roots, whatever. You're Africans - Americans, African Americans. Black Americans are not Africans. I don't have no Africans in my family. Period. I'm from California. My dad is from California. My grandma's from Wichita, Kansas. My great grandma's from Wichita, Kansas. I can go back generations of Americans. That is where the confusion is coming from. And then people come from different countries and they come in our home, our house. This is our house. Yeah, the other half of our house might try to make us uncomfortable. The whites, they want to make us uncomfortable in our house. We all share in the same house. But at the end of the day, this is still our house. We're the visitors. Visitors are coming here and treating us like we less than. We can change the narrative. It's our storyline. We keep letting other people write our storyline and then getting mad at the story. There's too many of us to not be creating our own narrative. Let's change the narrative, okay? Take back the pride in what it means to be a Black American. Start highlighting our successes as a group of people, our successes, our contributions to America as a whole. Highlight that instead of hyper fixating on slavery. Let's let that storyline kind of simmer down a little bit and focus on the inventions and the contributions that Black people make today and have made for the past 4 or 5 centuries while we've been in America, and start to elevate as a people. Stop letting people push us down with their own narratives and start writing our own story to elevate us as a people in our home. This is our house, not theirs. This is our home. We are natural born American citizens, and don't let nobody tell you different.
We got to talk about Africans, for real, because Africans asked a great question. What is Black American culture? Black American culture is the Bible. Black American culture is God's commandments. Black American culture is keeping God's commandments. We win the kingdom at the end. That's Black American culture. That's what, we're not Black Americans. We are the Israelites. What is African culture? I mean, I know when you wash your kid's head in cow pee. You know, I see a lot of Africans, they bend their head under cows and let cows piss on their head. They eat mud pies. They sing around and dance a jigaboo song around fire and chase lions with sticks. You know what I mean? And swing from trees like monkeys. What is African culture? I mean, we can clearly understand and see now that we are not African. We don't even look like them. Ashy and dark and long and lanky, necks like aliens. And if it was really an alien on this species in this world, it would be Africans. That their bone structure is just so awkward and off. And they all got this look to their face like, you know what I mean? Like, it just don't look like a person. Like somebody just put clay together and just, here, go live. You know what I mean? Like, what is African culture? How can you ask us what Black American culture is when you don't even know your culture? Y'all drink blood from cows. You know how sickening it is? Y'all don't even live past 35. The oldest African in Africa right now is probably 42. You know what I mean? Like, how dare Africans come against Black Americans? And you got the nerve to say these things in America, where we fought and died and overcame so many things for y'all ashy Black asses to get up here and talk crazy like that? Crazy. Boycott the shit out of everything African. Let them know their place. They are even lower than whites in the world. You know what I mean? Like their whole language is just all discombobulated. All of the African is, how many countries in Africa? 107? Not one of them are ran by Africans. The smartest person in Africa lives in Burkina Faso, and like he's the only person in Africa that ever had his own crops. That actually dug gold and kept it. I mean, Africans work for nothing but white people. How do you let white people, a number of white people, come down in your continent and take over the whole goddamn place and then stick a fork in South Africa and say, this is our land, and then beat y'all backs in and tell y'all can't even come in their swimming pools. Do not go on their beaches. And it's supposed to be yours. Africans are the weakest people in the world. If they were a link, it would be the weakest link ever. Don't ever question what Black culture is. Y'all don't even take baths. It's 30 of y'all in every house in America. Y'all walk around on feet. Like, I don't care if it's 120 degrees outside. Y'all walk around on your feet. Your shits don't even burn. Y'all don't even cook y'all food. You go in any African house in America, it's more flies than people. There's so many goddamn flies in African people houses, they got their own bed. I seen a fucking fly and a rat cooking in the kitchen one day in an African crib. I went there to sell them some shit. Yeah, the damn flies looked at me like, I go Google what you do, but I go what you do about. I'm like, what the fuck you talking about? This is America, Jack. I got the right to come in this dirty ass, filthy, nasty house that smells like cow shit. Africans. And the name sounds dirty. Africans. Y'all don't have a culture. White people told y'all what y'all culture is. Y'all better watch y'all mouth before I sick a white person on you.
Good morning. I am going to read a list of things that Africans have said in our comment section since we mentioned boycotting them. We live off Section 8 and EBT. We don't know our baby daddies. I need to go on a diet. I'm ghetto fatigue. We are lazy and we don't like to work. The word Akata. I'm bitter because why speak out against Africans and not Lululemon? We are uneducated. I serve the white man. I'm brainwashed. Close the shops now. Don't wait until August 1st. Education must be a crime because we are ignorant. Even though I have a B+ in Christian studies, they still said I'm dumb. I'm dumb because I said they is and not they are. I'm hating on Africans. They said they are prettier than American women. Braids came from Africa. We are aggressive. We are loud. We're always shouting. We steal. We don't like to pay. They have been saying all of this stuff in our comment section since we said that it's not okay for them to treat us any kind of way. They don't really like us. They like our money. And since I spoke out about it, they are upset. And, yeah. And if you go on your For You page, they are talking about who's going to do our hair if we don't go to them. And then you see a whole bunch of fight videos with them fighting, with them arguing back with their customers. If Black Americans was to do that, we would be canceled. And I spoke out about it and I said it's not okay for them to treat us that way, for anybody to get away with such things. They have said that, oh, I'm ugly, I look handsome, all because they won't take accountability. And like I said, if you are not in an African shop disrespecting Black people, I wasn't talking to you. But since you want to be generalized then, because you know, like they said, the saying goes, if it don't apply, let it fly. If you knew I wasn't talking to you, why are you trying to argue and debate back? Okay, fine. If you want to take up for someone who has not taken accountability of the things they have done, they have not put out an apology video. All they do is move from one location and reopen up another location, and y'all still go and patronize them at other shops. They said I shouldn't care about who Black people patronize because it's considered hating. No, I'm speaking up. They do not have to come to me. It's a million other Black American women who braid hair. If you see this video and you are a Black American braider, drop your information in the comment section. I will get a list together and I will put the link in my bio. I do have 121,000 on Facebook. I have about 121,000 on Instagram. I have like 91K on TikTok. I got another page with 75K on TikTok. I got a YouTube with about 9,000 followers. I will use my platform and I will do the best I can to get a list together of all Black American salons, braiders. I will also start working with people on marketing since I've had several failed businesses, reopen them. I will teach, try my best to teach others customer service and do's and don'ts of what not to do when starting a business, when opening up a business. So just like I said, if you want to be included on the list, let me know. Drop your information in the comment section. You can also DM me or email me I'll list all that in the caption so that you can reach out to me. And like I said, I can add you to the list. So when people click the link in my bio, I get at least one viral video a month, so, or twice a month. So I will help you the best way I can to gain customers and get clientele. If you are interested in an all-black braiding salon, let me know. I have no issue opening up a shop, but I do not want to be fighting over my clients. I do not want to be arguing with the stylist. I want to band together and help my people out the best way I can, my community out the best way I can. If you're interested, let me know. I'm near Atlanta, Georgia. Love y'all.
At this point, guys, what do you guys just think in the comment section? What do you guys think? Because this particular video that I actually saw, he was like, the reason why he feel that Africans are jealous of Black Americans and want to identify with Black Americans is because Africans are jealous. Is this even a matter of jealousy? Like, where is this even leading us to? You know, the good part about this is some Black Americans are also saying that we don't need all of this fights. We don't need all of this argument. Like, all we need right now is how to better ourselves, how to better our communities. But it baffles me where some persons still hold it up to themselves and they're like, oh, they are jealous. Africans are jealous of Black Americans. I have Black American friends. Like, I have Black American friends, Black American mom and dad from America that YouTube, that TikTok actually blessed me with. And these people has been a blessing to my life. Like, these people have literally been a blessing to my life. So I do not see any reason as an African, I'm talking from my own part, that I should be jealous of Black Americans. Because for me, one thing I know surely is I love to maintain peace in every single environment that I go to. But it's just more like what I'm seeing here, the back and forth with Black Americans, the back and forth with Africans, the back and forth with boycotting foundational Black Americans and so on and so that, moving Africans, braids, shop, cuisines, and so on and so forth, is something that cannot be controlled anymore. Like, these Americans, they've made up their mind. The Black Americans have made up their mind. But guys, you that you're watching, do you think there's any atom that we are going to still be peaceful with one another? Let me know in the comment section, because I still keep saying it that there is no need of we fighting. There is no need. We are one as far as I'm concerned. We are one. What are we even fighting for? Tell me, what are we even fighting for? Anyways, I will have the remaining 3 clips that I have roll up for you guys, and then we'll come back to round up this video. Just enjoy, like, comment, and share as well.
First of all, I'm going to say thank you for commenting, and I will elaborate on this. You are not entirely wrong. I think we Africans need to use this opportunity and actually sit back and think of what we have done that is triggering this with our African American brothers and sisters. And you may not like me right now. You may not like the fact that I'm calling you my brother and sister, but you are. African brothers and sisters, listen. We have to take ownership of what we have done or said or made our brothers and sisters to feel that is making them say these things. What they're saying is not coming out of thin air. It has been provoked by something or their experiences. Brothers and sisters that come from the same father and mother fight. So why wouldn't we fight? But this fight is an opportunity for us to sit back and rethink, find our faults, try to find resolution, try to see how we can accommodate each other. Look, stone me if you like, but it is what it is. We need to stand on truth, put our egos aside, because they're already fighting an uphill battle. And if we, as we are fighting this uphill battle, we fight amongst each other, there is no moving forward. That is my 2 cents. He who has ears, let him hear. I'm just saying.
So I said this on another platform, so I'm coming to this platform and because I want to finish it up. So basically what I'm saying is all this rhetoric about Black people being from Africa, Black people being from Haiti, from Africa, from Jamaica, and all of that stuff. If all of us had on a blue shirt and a pair of pants, the same blue shirt and the same pants, and we kept our mouths closed, and we asked another nationality, where are each of these black people from? Pick the ones that's from Jamaica, the one from Africa, the one from Haiti, and we're standing there in these together, and we're asking another nationality to tell which one of us is which. They can't do that. They have no idea. Unless one of us spoke and they heard the dialect, then they can tell where we're from. Otherwise, we're black. We are black. We're all black. Stop this mess. Stop it. Black Americans are worth a $2 trillion spending power. 2. At the same time, it is meeting up with what is going on in Africa with Ibrahim Traore, bringing Africa together. It's not easy, but he gonna do it. God gonna allow him to do it. And with that being said, that's being backed by the gold standard, which meets us here in America. All of this talk is distractions and is trying to divide us. Stop this mess. Stop this mess. And stop it now. I'm going to support my black brothers and sisters. I don't care where they are from. Because when those trees hung those strange fruits, it didn't care what dialect it spoke. It was black. And it got hung. All of us have played a part. Hip hop changed the world. Hip hop changed the world. And it may be debatable, but hip hop changed the world. And women came to America and started laying the braids down. Y'all know that. We have been pitched against each other to believe different things about each other, that, oh, they're lazy, they're this, they're that. It's up to you to believe that. That's an individual thought at this point. Because you've seen black people come out of the trenches and come from nothing into something. You've seen that. So that's for somebody to think and believe if they want to on their own. We are blessed to have 5 children, God-loving, God-fearing children, which are homeschooled. We still homeschooling our teen daughter. Our other kids went to college, graduated summa cum laude, and are doing well in their careers. So there is no laziness on somebody that's lazy. Is those who choose to be lazy. And I'm sure back home there are Africans who have lazy relatives. So all this talk about black people being lazy and all this kind of stuff, you got to think about what we were blessed to come through. We came through the fire because there were so many things stacked against us so that we could not make it. And God blessed us to make it. So that alone deserves some respect. And it's up to black people from other parts of the world to respect that. If they want to, it's up to them. If they don't, it's up to them. Just like we've seen them come through some of the harshest things that has been used against them from other countries just so they can steal all of their goods and minerals. So our people around the globe have gone through a lot. Don't get tricked. Don't get tricked out of the blessings that God has for us. And like I said on my other platform, there was a snowstorm here in Georgia a few years ago. There was no warning. And where we live at, we live in like the prominent part of Atlanta. what they pretty much call the black buckhead. And it's so many of us over here. We don't know where this person from. We don't know where that person is from. But I tell you what, we all got out there and we helped each other. It was one of my neighbors who had a big truck who went to the school and made trip after trip after trip after trip all night long until he got everybody home because his truck could drive on ice. We traded bread, milk. We helped each other. And I couldn't have been prouder to be a part of this community. We didn't stop and ask each other where you're from. We was happy to help each other. Y'all don't see nobody else going at it like that. You don't see Italians going at it with the Jews and the Jews going at it with the white people. You don't see them going at each other. Why we gotta go at each other like this? This is crazy. You don't see nobody doing this madness but us. And we got the most to lose. So, I'm going to support my African brothers and sisters. I don't want to hear all that mess. I don't. I'm 50 years old. I done been around long enough to see African people help black people and black people help African people. In Atlanta, there used to be these Africans that used to sell pocketbooks and everything by the train station. Candy, hot fries, and everything by a train station called 5 Points. And right before we went to school, we could stop at their stand and get everything we wanted. Some of them even sold clothes, pocketbooks, everything. Before there was the flea markets, there was those stands in the West End and at 5 Points and probably somewhere else. Was it at just the West End and 5 Points, Lewis, or were they somewhere else selling it too?
I think starting out was mainly at the West End, 5 Points, maybe Peachtree Center.
Or Ashby.
Places that were very...
Or was it Vine City or Ashby?
Vine City and Ashby were a little more smaller. Mm-hmm. Those were the main high flow train stations were High Tower, West End, definitely 5 Points. 5 Points was some attraction and some Peachtree Center when they were acting funky, But yeah, definitely 5 Points was the hub. West End was the next.
Yeah, I'm not fixing to sit back and allow this madness to have us going against each other. That's crazy. Oh, you from Africa. Oh, you from Haiti. Oh, you from da-da-da-da. And then you got Mouser standing there with a whip and said, and you finna be hung on this tree. Sure is. I don't know what make one person think they any better than the other. Ain't none of us know better than the other one, so stop it. Stop. I mean, when it comes to skin color, that is what choices you make in your life is your own. But I'm going to support my brothers and sisters all over the world, all over the globe. And I'm going to leave the rest in God's hands. Don't get tricked now. Think about it. The spending power that Black Americans got and what is going on in Africa with Ibrahim Traore, and they making their own currency backed by the gold standards. Y'all better stop this mess, because they are offering us a place. Stop. That's all I'm going to say. This is a mess. I hope y'all like my skin routine. I'm almost done. I'm not done yet. Good night.
Complete, total blackout on Africans. Period.
I just made a video this morning about the war between Africans and African Americans. And that video right now has about 800 comments of people either telling me that I'm chatting and I'm not saying nothing sensible, or they're just showing that I'm exactly right. We have someone here talking about she's about to boycott all African businesses and calling for other black people to boycott African businesses. And my question is, for what? Why are we doing this? So, like, what is prompting you to take this action? Because this same person that would say all that will go to white businesses and support the white businesses all day long. Probably order something from Amazon this morning. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with doing that if that's what you want to do, but it's like, why is there a move to tear down African businesses? And then she's making a point that they don't show us the respect that we deserve. I don't understand what you mean by that. Africans probably treat you better than the other African Americans that you go to do business with. There's people are always complaining about bad business with African Americans, and I'm not even here to, speak on that and say that African Americans do bad business. I'm not even saying I agree with that or that that's what I think, but that's just, I see that a lot. So it's like, back to my original point that I made in a couple of the other videos, there's going to be good and bad people. Whatever your beef is with Africans is probably because you had a bad experience with one African or a couple Africans. But there's always going to be good and bad people in every single environment. Nobody's perfect. No group is completely perfect. You can't take out your anger on a whole group of people because of a couple negative experiences. That is ignorance. It doesn't make sense, guys. And then she also said that our money is paying for their bills. I don't understand that. Like, what do you mean by that? How is your money paying for another person's bills that's probably struggling in the same environment that you are, that goes to work to pay their own bills? I don't get it.
So one of the questions I keep asking is, what are we fighting for? Why are we fighting each other? No matter the pains you have nursed, no matter the things that you've nursed as a Black American, probably an African person actually offended you, their attitude sucked, and every other stuff. Please, forgive. Forgive each other. Let peace just keep reigning. Because, okay, if we're even saying, okay, we're fighting of culture, we're fighting of heritage, or we're fighting of this, a lot of people slept and they never waked up. A lot of people left their home, they never came back. So you that you are alive, all we should be thinking as Black Americans and Africans is, how do I just better my life? How do I enjoy this few period I have on earth? That is what we should be thinking out right now. Like I said, I told you guys, I'm going to be finding a particular comment. That particular comment that a particular lady was actually talking about why she think that we should be one. And this is what this Black American guy said. He said, "Thank you for your video. Can you refer to us as Black Americans, though we have no connections to Africans? And with the loud disrespect from other of your diasporas, we want our own identity not associated with a continent like African." Another African lady actually said, she said, these are people who clearly don't want to be associated with Mama Africans. Why are we still calling them our brothers and sisters? So Africans have done nothing wrong. I feel like we've done nothing wrong. We've not done anything wrong. We've done something wrong. East, west, north, and south, we are one. Let's forget about it. Do you still think that boycotting Africans is still going to hold on strongly in American? Let me know in the comment section. What do you think can actually be the solution between these Black Americans and Africans discrepancy? What do you think can actually be like a reconciliation site for them? Let me know as well in the comment section. If there is anything I'm not actually adding and you actually want me to get some clarity, please do to drop it in the comment section, because we really interact in the comment section. Anyways, subscribe, like this video, drop me your comment, and lastly, do not forget to share. And yes, with no further ado, I do have to let's say in my videos. I'm going to be saying bye, guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. For now, bye. I love you guys.